Welcome back to the Bowling Green Today show this morning. Again, we're joined with General Dan Cherry. And before we get into your book, there were a few things that you wanted to mention that's upcoming events about the Aviation Heritage Park.
Yes, Trent, thank you for that opportunity, but I just want to remind the public that Aviation Heritage Park is open daily. Admission is free, and so parents and grandparents can bring their children out there. And we're planning two major events coming up in October, and I'll just mention those briefly, but I'd like to ask your audience to mark down on their calendars October. More information will be coming out, but we plan to have an open house, again, free to the public, where we'll have some of the cockpits open. And actually, people can actually look in the airplanes and see what the instruments look like. And we also plan to have pictures available to be taken, and we'll have pictures to give to the children and to the adults too, if they want to sit in the cockpit.
I would want one of those myself.
Along with that, we're planning a drone competition on the same day. So more information will be coming out on that very shortly.
Well, that's very exciting. So definitely be staying tuned and coming up in October on those events. But now we'll get to your book, My Enemy, My Friend.
Yeah.
I've read it. It's a great book. It's a great read. Cliffhanger. We won't give that away.
Yeah.
But tell me a little bit about the book. Why it came about. Why? You know?
Well, it came about just from Aviation Heritage Park. You know, we're very proud of the fact that all the things that we've been able to do at Aviation Heritage Park, we've been able to do so because of the generous support at our annual hangar parties of the general public. We don't have tax dollars involved in Aviation Heritage Park. But as you can imagine, moving a big airplane from one place to another is very expensive. And so at points of time in our history, we as a nonprofit organization have been in debt. And so we were brainstorming about what we might do to raise money to get ourselves out of debt. And as it turned out, the suggestion was made that we need to do some outreach and try to find out the identity of the North Vietnamese MiG pilot I shot down in 1972. I saw him so clearly in his parachute. I thought he survived, but I didn't know. I certainly didn't know anything about him. And so the board of directors at Aviation Heritage Park, collectively, we decided we're going to do some outreach and see what we could find out. And we did that very aggressively, and we made contact with a television journalist in Vietnam. And she wrote me an email and said, tell me what you want to do, and I'll see if I can help you. And I wrote her an email and gave her the date, time, and place of my dogfight. And it was a matter of weeks. I heard back from her and invited me to come to Vietnam and meet the MiG pilot on live national television. Well, that all worked out great. We got along famously, good man. I had a chance to have dinner with his family. And so from that, the story just took on had a major impact, not only on me, but everybody that heard it. And I kept getting encouragement to write the book. And so the majority of the proceeds from the book, and I might say thank you again to everybody for purchasing the book. Majority of the proceeds from the book have all gone to fund the exhibits at Aviation Heritage Park. But it's a wonderful story. It's kind of a war story, but what it really is a story of friendship and forgiveness and reconciliation, things that all of us need. So again, it's been a wonderful experience.
It's a wonderful book. They can find the book at myenemymyfriend.com. So
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming in again this morning. Please get the book. It's a wonderful read. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service.
Bless your heart. Thank you.
Now we're going to